Hello and welcome to another episode on The Lookout. In this week's episode, we're looking at data from marketmoversapp.com. We're looking at not NFL quarterbacks. So some that have made the playoffs and some that haven't. We'll see any opportunities to buy cards raw, see what the price would be for PSA 9 and a PSA 10. And maybe some plays for obviously next year as well for the people who didn't make the playoffs. Also, potentially chance for a dip in the market during the off season to buy again if you think this quarterback could do well next year as well. So, without further ado, let's get into the data. So, we're going to start off with some Donruss, as it's quite a new release. So, we have the Jaden Daniels Donruss number 389 base in a PSA 10. Is down 7% at $135. I see the movement there on the chart as well, so it's been up and down. With his performances, we have Caleb Williams, his 2024 Donruss number 327 base in a PSA 10, pop of just 53. 27%, $85, and then the Bo Nix, $176, the most expensive one because his performances lately, now 35%. So let's look at see what the cards are doing, like a raw and PSA 9. So we're going to the raw versions. As we see here, Jaden Daniels doing $7 at 99, so a big price increase there if you can get that raw and get into PSA 10. $2.99 for Caleb Williams, and $5.56 for the Bo Nix, so obviously a massive increase there as well. So let's look at the PSA 9s, Let's see what we got. And then PSA 9, because obviously not doing all come back a PSA 10. $37.99 for Jaden Daniels, $18.75 for Caleb Williams, and Bo Nix at $49.95. Caleb Williams down 66%, and $49, so down 25% for Bo Nix. Interesting looking at the graphs as well. You can see the massive dip, especially in the Bo Nix, where it's started off high, massive dip low, and it's getting the way back up there now. Caleb Williams has stayed consistently low, and Jaden Daniels has been up and down. So very interesting look at them three quarterbacks. Look at some quarterbacks that didn't really start much this year. Obviously, Michael Penix got a few games. Joe Milton got one game. Looking at Michael Penix's Donruss number 308 raw. $2.71. Could he be a start next year in Atlanta? Could he also? Joe Milton obviously put on a very good performance for the Pats. $2 of his base raw at the moment. And if you look at the Joe Milton Prism base number 354, $4.67. Michael Penix Prism number 378, $6.59. Again, could be worth investing in them as whether quarterbacks or backup quarterbacks somewhere. If you believe in them and their potential. Look at the price of that Penix unit, by the way. It started off as a high of just under $30, now down at $6. Interesting. When it comes to PSA 10s, obviously only the top 7 of the Donruss 308 base for Michael Penix is down 8% at $70. We had 2 sales in the last 30 days, which again hardly surprising. It would just be a pop of 7. So not much data to really go off there, but it's very interesting to look at where the price range is with 2 sales at least for Penix. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Joe Milton. And then quite similar again with the PSA 9, it's the Michael Penix 2024 Donruss number 308 base. PSA 9 just a pop of 8, and that is $49.99, just a one sale or so. Sort of the benchmark, but interesting with the the prices. If you can pick up the base for $2.71 and you can get $70 for a 10 and $49 for a PSA 9. This is very important to be first to market, because obviously the more that comes and the higher that pop goes, because it's just the base card, the price will come down. And you expect the base PSA 9 to be around probably about $15 in the long run, I think, and then 10s probably be at $25, $30 if you're lucky. With it being, it's probably going to be quite highly printed. There could be an issue with the PSA 10s where they're not crazily good condition, so not many become a 10, but then go on Penix. So yeah, very interesting look there at the quarterbacks. Some that obviously have made the playoffs with Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix, and some that didn't. Could they be starters elsewhere? Could they be backups that get game time and have spikes? It's going to be interesting. But these are quarterbacks that you can pick up very cheap prices. Again, the best cards are still yet to come in some respects. Obviously, a lot of the Prism stuff's out now, so you start to see Prism Silvers, Prism Autos, and also you got Optics, so you have the Optic Hollows, and then obviously later on down the line you'll see your Flawlesses, your National Treasures. But yeah, very interesting look at these quarterbacks. Who do you think out of them is probably the best one to invest in? Or who are you collecting out of those quarterbacks? Is a quarterback there you think is worth collecting with? It's the generational talent of Caleb Williams, or it's the sort of lesser spoke about, I suppose, Joe Milton, who seems to be really well the other day for the Pats. But I'm always intrigued to let me know your thoughts. So again, if you want this data and more at your fingertips, head over to marketmovesapp.com. Use the code Mahomes, MAHOMES, for a 14-day free trial. You can choose any of the tiers, so you can try that most expensive tier and then even change to another one if you didn't use all the benefits there. And you still get 20% off any of the packages for life. So hope that's helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.